So once you've put on the sprocket and tightened up the nut, you can put on like the bearing cover thing there. Make sure both bearings are in, and then you can just go ahead and pop this back on. It's good if you release the brake before you put on, so you go like that, squeeze it in, and then it'll go in, and then yeah, pull it back a bit. It should hold in or not. Then what you're going to do is, I like to put a bit of grease on here just to stop it rusting up and stuff. And then you're going to want to put one of these on one side. I'm pretty sure this goes on this side, so you'll go through here and then poke it out the other side, and then you can slide the other adjuster on over the outside with next to the pins right here. Yeah. Right. I find it best to put your foot beneath the wheel. Just help wedge it up while you kind of align it up and then punch the thing through. Okay, so I've just threaded the chain through. I've wrapped it around the top, the back sprocket, and around the front, and then put on the link here, the quick link, and then you're going to put this on this way round, so it's in the direction of the drive, which it will say on the packaging anyway. And then you'll use pliers to do it. Alright, this is a video on how to change the chain and sprocket on Yamaha SR 125. What you're going to need is either a centre stand or a paddock stand, Allen keys to take off the exhaust, spanner, torque wrench to take off and put on the axle and the nut on the sprocket, and probably a screwdriver and pliers. First of all, I'm going to take off the exhaust. I need a 14mm socket to take off the back part, and then you'll need a 5mm Allen key or hex key to take off the front exhaust. Once the bolts are off and then nuts, you usually pull it off. I find it best to slide it off the back, and then the front will come off. Then I kind of want to twist it sideways while pushing down on the brake, just so I can. There we go. So this is going to hook it. There we go. Put that on somewhere. Now what I'm going to want to do is probably take off or loosen the rear wheel before I put it in the paddock stand. Just because there's a bit of pressure on there. Yeah, pretty sure. Yeah, it's 22mm socket you need for that. You don't need a torque wrench to take it off or put it on. Right, now I'm going to put in the paddock stand. I've aligned up the two things of the frame. This is the reason you have to take off the exhaust as well. It's just so you can fit these in on this side. I've aligned it with the frame on this side here. I'm going to watch my number plates and snap, and just pull down on it, back, push down. There we go. Yeah, that's pretty good. Not so much on that side, but it's only a light bike. Now I'll take off the front sprocket cover. Actually, I have to take off the shifter as well. probably want something to take this off with. I need to pull it off with, it can get a bit stiff. If you have a centre stand, I think I said it already, but you won't have to take off the exhaust. You shouldn't have to anyway. I could probably even do it all on the ground anyway. Yeah, this is what we need. I'll get someone to take that off. I'll use a tire lever. And then you can undo the sprocket cover and the bolts. This is always a right pain to get off. Never wants to come off easy. There we go. Pretty much off now. Yeah, now I can. You can't. It's always really hard to get off, no matter what. Jeez, I did that tight. It doesn't really matter what order you take it off in. Actually, it probably does. Take off the front first, because you can step on the brake to take it off. Let's go and get a 10mm socket. Now I'll just stand on the back brake and then do the bolt. This bolt, yeah. Don't know if you saw that. It's done. Focus. Should we get? There you go. Okay, I've gone ahead and taken out the bolts already. Now you got to take off this shit, this little bit here. Shit, fucking light in, but you can't just pull it straight off. You've got to twist it so the splines are lining up, and then give it a little wiggle, and then just pull right off. That's once these splines are aligned, and go pull it with the bolts you took off. Now I should take off the sprocket. That'll do. Now there's a good bit of chain here I can put the chain tool into and take out. If you haven't got a chain tool and don't want to spend £10 or dollars, whatever your currency is, on the chain breaker, then you could just like cut it off any way you want. Probably an angle grinder would be best if you can hold it still enough, because the new chain comes with quick link. What the fuck is this? It's not gonna, it's way too fat. Shit. So what you want to do if you're using a chain tool is to wind out this one as much as you can and this one as little as you can, so that the back part, or that the pin only just touches the pin for the chain. You don't want the pin from the chain tool to be poking out really long, because otherwise it's just going to get bent really easily. So you want it to be as short as possible so that it engages. And yeah, you want, yeah, just like that. Don't know if you can see. And now I'll just twist this. I can't do it with one hand. And this might be a better representative of what I was trying to say. You want this bit along here to be pretty much touching the outer link, so they kind of keep it fairly straight, ready for the back thing and the little pin on the inside to push out the pin on the chain. You want to keep going with the spanner or the little stick you get which goes through here, until the end where it gets kind of hard and you just give it a few more turns. But I find it's best if you don't push the pin out all the way, just so you can rejoin the pin again if you want to use a chain for other things. Now that I've broken the chain like this, I can go ahead and clean it and then sell it on eBay as new, just because people won't know. The pin's like this, most people will push the pin out completely and then you can't put it back in again. But when it's like this, you can just easily rejoin the chain again. And now I'm just going to go ahead and pull it through. It wasn't fucking jammed, what the fuck? And now I can go ahead and take off the whole axle. Then I'll start undoing the rear sprocket nuts. I probably should have turned the bike around for the video, so I wouldn't be against the sun and you'd be able to actually see some shit. Oh well. You'll probably want a hammer to help get out the axle. Just give it a little tap. Should be enough. Keep the adjusters somewhere. You can use the other one to help pull it out. It shouldn't be very hard. Right, that's fucking hard. There we go. It's out. Oh shit. Have to take off the disc brake, not disc, drum brake shit as well. I think I only did that last time. Just peel this out with some pliers. It's 10mm. And off. Yeah, I find it if you just take the whole drum assembly out and then take the wheel out, rather than having to readjust it all again. Great. And I can do these. I think they're 17mm, but I'll check.